In 2014, University of Texas graduates learned from the man who led the raid that killed Osama bin Laden that one simple task could be life-changing.
If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right.
He's right. Now, Admiral William McRaven is out with a new bed based on that speech. It's called, a new book, that is to say, Make Your Bed, little things that can change your life and maybe the world. And he's here with some of that advice right now. Good morning to you, Admiral.
Good to be here.
After you gave that commencement speech, we ran it for a couple of days because there was so much good stuff in it. It went viral, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, I was real pleased to see that people thought that the lessons were of value to them. And I think part of this was the fact that they're simple lessons. They really apply to everyone. And the point I made in the speech was it doesn't make any difference whether you ever wore a uniform. It doesn't make a difference what your race or your ethnicity is or your orientation. I think these lessons are valuable to anybody as they make their way through life.
Absolutely. And even though you may be many years past a graduation, it could apply to you today. And you say one of the ways to change your life is to start off by making your bed. Why is that important?
Well, yeah, when I grew up, my parents, my father was an Air Force officer, my mother, a school teacher, and they reinforced very early on, make your bed. Get up every morning, make your bed. I'm not sure I really appreciated it when I was young, but as you join the military, and as I talked about in the speech and in the book, when I went through SEAL training, they made sure you understood the importance of making your bed. Not just making your bed, but making your bed correctly. And in training, you had to do everything, to the letter. Hospital corners, pillow put exactly in the middle at the head of the bed. And the point was, do it right, do the little things right. Because if you can do the little things right, you'll be able to do the big things right.
Be your best in the darkest moments. Okay, you can say that, but that's really hard.
It is hard. And I think that's the important part, is to recognize that it is difficult. When I look back at the young men and women that I served with in the course of my time in the military, and I saw the very difficult times they went through, the ones that really stood out were those that when things were really dark, when they lost a fellow soldier in combat, when they lost a family member at home, when things were just tough, you saw their character when they really did exactly that. They stood up and they did the right things in the darkest moments. I think we can all do that, but we have to recognize it's difficult.
And explain this. Don't ever, ever, ever ring the bell.
Right. In SEAL training, we have a brass bell. And if you want to quit, all you have to do is ring the bell 3 times, and that's it. No questions asked. You ring the bell and you're out of there. And very, very early on in training, the instructors kind of line up all the students, and we had about 150 in our class. And they said, look, it's easy. You get out of training, you ring the bell. You won't have to do the long runs, you won't have to do the long swims, you won't have to suffer through the pain if you just ring the bell. But I remember one of the instructors that was talking to us said, but if you do that, you'll probably regret it for the rest of your life. And at the end of training, we had 33 guys standing in formation for graduation. The point is, again, life is tough. And but if you press through, if you don't ring the bell, if you don't quit, you're going to find at the end of the day that life will be a little better.
Well, the book is fantastic. Just came out. Congratulations.
Thanks
once again. It's called Make Your Bed.
Make Your Bed.
Admiral, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And make your bed.